So,
Hi,
hi
everyone.
everyone. Welcome to Decoding Your Superpowers,
Where you never know what's going to
where
happen.
you never know. Oh, I love it. I'm Teresa Lisum, and this is my friend and strength coach partner.
Yeah, Linda Karshner.
So we're so glad you're here. We do this every Tuesday about this time. It's kind of
Right,
a little fluid.
right.
And we just get to really nerd out on
Yeah.
talking about strengths, the strengths concept, in some version of it. And I refer to our strengths as superpowers.
Mhm.
And they're something that we all have, and they're very organic. They're very natural to us. They're very close to us. So they're so close to us, and we
Mhm.
use them all the time that we don't realize they're superpowers.
Right.
So we like to point them out
Uh-huh.
and shine a light on people's superpowers
Yeah.
because it's so empowering. It's so great to understand your worth and your value and what you have to offer the world, just an awareness around it. So we both have found it to be personally very uplifting for me personally, very empowering. I love using the word empowering when I'm talking about strength
Yes.
because I really feel
Perfect.
it has empowered me,
And when you
the
think about
knowledge of this.
superpowers, they're empowering.
Yes,
They give
yes.
you that, it's like that superhuman strength because you're unique compared to
Hmm.
anyone else on the planet.
Yes, thank you. We are infinitely unique, as our mentor, Eddie Villa, has
Hmm.
taught us. There is no other person on this planet like you. Like there are 34 strengths. So that has been determined by Don Clifton and Gallup. So we all fall within these 34 strengths. But what's unique to us is the lineup
Right.
and the way they interact
Hmm.
and where they are in the order in your report. So
And the
that's
order
what,
matters.
yes,
Order
exactly.
makes a difference. It makes a
Yes.
huge difference.
Yeah. So
And
go
Gallup
ahead.
Gallup has a very sophisticated algorithm when you take the assessment online, and you get almost instantaneous results. But with the blessings of computer technology,
Hmm.
they're able to process all of that information and give you a report like like I said, almost instantaneously, almost
Exactly.
right away.
Exactly.
And
So,
it's amazing.
yeah. So, and we are well versed in
Hmm.
interpreting those and
Yeah,
deciphering them and digging into
yeah,
them and helping people see that yes, this is how what's showing up for them. This is
right.
what's important to them. Because again, sometimes we don't have that awareness, so we need an outside person, somebody outside of our own head to tell us,
Yeah,
"Oh yeah, yeah, that's right." So it's just awesome to have that outside perspective to help you see how awesome you are.
yeah.
Because we tend to diminish ourselves,
Hmm.
and this helps amplify and
Hmm.
bring to light our that awesomeness.
Well, you said earlier we take for granted and we diminish. Like
Hmm.
we've kind of been taught in our society to downplay ourselves
Hmm.
and put other people above us,
Yeah.
and this is not anyone is above anyone
Right,
else. This
right.
is infinitely unique. Each one of us is infinitely unique, and when we're being empowered by when we're living in our superpowers, in the strengths of those superpowers,
Hmm.
then it benefits us and everyone around us
Yes,
in a
yes,
multitude of ways.
yes.
So, it's something to not take for granted, to be honest about what our
Hmm.
superpowers are.
Oh, I
Uh,
like that.
Saying we're not good enough because we're not the same is really disingenuous
Mm-hmm.
because we're each infinitely unique. And when we're
Yes.
living in the strengths of our superpowers, the
Mm-hmm.
superpower of our strengths, whatever, um, then we're a benefit to everybody, and
Yes,
we're a
yes.
blessing. And
Blessing to the world. Yeah,
yeah,
for
yeah.
sure. And like you said, we're taught to diminish ourselves,
Yeah,
and this is a way to come out from underneath that
yeah. To
and just
be
shine our
truthful.
light, give our
Yeah.
gifts, bless people around us
Mm-hmm.
with those superpowers and that knowledge of those superpowers. And we're going to talk a little bit today about the bottom strengths. So I
Mm-hmm.
think we've touched upon this a little bit in the past,
Yes.
but I just want to tell people that I came across a document that I created, oh, probably a year ago. And it just reminded me of how great this document is,
Yeah.
how empowering it is, and how it can be very helpful in our daily lives. So we're calling it the daily action plan. So the strengths daily action plan. And what it does, it starts out with our bottom strengths, and then it kind of flips and goes
Mm-hmm.
into our top strengths with it, which is our top 10, which is our zone of genius. That's where we
Mm-hmm.
have the highest energy. We're our best version of ourselves. We're our most authentic. We're most productive.
I like the word
Um,
authentic. That's
Yes,
good.
yeah. So that's where we want to be. We
Yes.
don't want to be in those bottom strengths, and we don't refer to them as weaknesses. They're
No.
just strengths that aren't serving us and even maybe de-energize us.
Mhm.
And we're just
Sort of
not at our best.
continuing with the superhero, superpower theme, there are kryptonite.
Yes,
They're where
yes.
we become weak and ineffective, inauthentic,
Mm-hmm.
and really kind of awkward.
Yeah, yeah.
And someone who has the strength of command high, they do that with such ease. Like people
Mm-hmm.
hate them for it, but they love them for it.
Yeah, yeah.
And when I try to, you know, do command, my very bottom strength, I feel awkward. People around me feel awkward.
Mm,
And I just come across as angry, you know.
mm, mm,
So, it's just knowing those bottom strengths and understanding them and actually loving them.
mm,
And loving that
mm.
you don't have to do them.
Yeah,
Loving
yeah,
that, and the way your form is, I don't have to. Um,
yeah,
and it's something beautiful. And I really enjoyed working through that again myself. I kind of got excited. Like,
yeah.
"Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
It again, it's a good reminder
Mhm,
about ourselves and what's important to us and what's easy for us.
mhm.
The bottom strengths are not easy. Like you said, they're kind of clunky, kind of awkward. But I'm sure there's a lot of people operating from those bottom strengths and they feel awkward and things are flowing
Yeah,
right. They're not
yeah.
aligned. And it could be because they're in those bottom strengths and they just need somebody to
Mhm.
kind of just point that out to them and
Shine
help
the
them
light.
flip it and
Mhm.
operate more from the top strengths.
Right.
So there's a lot to it, but just to quickly,
Yeah,
we're not going to show you the document today, but we're just going to talk it through.
yeah,
But the premise is you start out with a goal for your day
yeah.
or a focus that you want to focus on for the day.
Mhm.
So I was planning my upcoming giggle gathering. We're just going to throw that
Mhm.
out there.
Okay.
So, I would start out with today I get to plan for my upcoming giggle gathering. And then we go through the bottom strengths. So these are mine.
Mhm.
So I see my bottom strengths. So I'm acknowledging my bottom strengths.
Mhm.
And but I know I don't have to be serious and anticipate obstacles.
Mm, mm,
And I don't have to think about the past.
mhm,
And I don't have to compare myself to others.
mhm.
And I don't have to sense other people's feelings as I'm working on this presentation. and I don't have to take command of situations and make decisions. Now, that doesn't mean I don't, but I don't
We do
have
we
to.
have the same exact 5 bottom
Um,
strengths
well, mine's
in different order. Yeah,
deliberative, context,
yeah,
competition,
yep,
empathy, and command.
yep,
So I think they're just a little
yeah,
shuffled.
yeah, they are. That's hilarious. We have
But
often said how much alike we are in our top
I,
strengths,
I know.
and in our bottom strengths, it's yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's comical, but we're similar, but
Hmm.
they still play out differently, and we're still different people, but it's fun to see the commonalities.
It is fun, yeah.
So one that I have done and I still do that I don't have to do that I have to remind myself of is I don't have to compare myself to others. Why do I do that? Because I don't
I
have
know.
to,
Right.
because it's not serving me in any way.
Yeah.
But it's literally, it has to be a reminder constantly
Hmm.
for me
Hmm.
because we all kind of do that. We go through life and we
Hmm.
compare ourselves. And I have to tell myself, I don't have to compare myself. I'm
Yeah,
my own person.
right. And I do that a lot, like even with you mentioned our mentor Eddie, like he's just so prolific on producing videos and
Mm-hmm.
courses and all
Yep.
that. And if I compare myself to him, then it just I just get stuck
Right. Right. And then
because
you
I
may not do anything.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Because he has strengths in his top 10 that I don't have. I do what I do in a different way.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what
Right.
this document also touches on that I love. Like, even though I don't have a dominant domain of influencing, I can influence people. I can inspire
Mm-hmm.
people by
Yep.
connecting and thinking and sharing what I think about and that stuff.
And that's
And
coming up in our next section of
yeah,
our document. But I do want to bring up too, like, I don't have to think about the past. So that
yeah,
is the context strength.
yeah.
And I do, but I don't
Mhm,
have to. Like,
mhm,
I'll think about, oh, well, the last time I did that, this
mhm,
happened.
mhm.
I really don't have to do that because that's not serving me in any way.
Right.
I need to be in the moment and let that experience play out as it will right now and not worry about what happened in the past
Mhm.
at that particular, same with that same person or whatever.
Right. Yeah.
So it's just a great way, again, to remind ourselves,
Mhm.
oh, I don't have to. That's right.
Should I share my section kind of at the
Please.
same
Yes,
time?
please
Okay.
do.
I wasn't sure if you wanted to go
No,
through
no. Yeah,
yours.
go
So,
ahead.
okay, we'll kind of go back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the goal for me, the action plan is cleaning my office. And I had told Teresa and some other folks on our mastermind a little bit ago that I have a doTERRA little workshop teaching
Mm-hmm.
coming up.
Coming up.
And I want to clean my office so that I get all my resources organized. So that's like my little extra um, um, motivation. So for me, I started with my empathy. I don't have to focus on how other people feel about my cleaning, my cleaning
Good
style,
point.
or my lack of style. I don't have to worry about all the times in the past that I've failed. So there's my context.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have to think through everything that can go wrong because it's like, okay, well, what if I get started and then I get distracted and because, all these things that can go wrong. I don't
Yep.
have to think about that.
Yep.
I have to start. I don't have to compare myself to anyone else. That competition,
Mm-hmm.
super organized. I'm not Marie Kondo. I don't have to compare myself to her or any other super organized person. And I don't have to be bossy or pushy with myself.
Ooh.
And so that was one
Ooh.
of the things that I was kind of like, yeah, this is something I'm doing by myself. So how does command play in there? Because you usually think of command as telling other people what to do.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, command means coming across as bossy or pushy.
I
And I don't
like
have to do
that.
that with myself
Wow.
because I don't respond well to people bossing me, pushing me,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't want to be a bossy, pushy person. So I shouldn't be that way with myself.
Wow, I love that.
Yeah.
I love how you brought each one of those back to your goal.
Yeah, that was like eye-opening for me,
Yeah,
this
that is
doing this. So I
very,
really
very well
appreciate you
done.
sharing this with me.
Yeah, so I just stated that I don't have to,
Yeah,
and then whatever the strength
but
was, but
there's so
you
much value
stated
in
it
that.
and brought it back around to your goal at that point
Right.
in time. So yeah, that was great. I need to do that for myself as well. So the first part of this daily action plan
Mhm,
is to state your goal, your
mhm,
focus for the
mhm.
day or for a point in time, and then release those bottom strengths.
Yeah,
And I really like your way, Linda. So
thank you.
state each bottom strength that you don't have to do what they say they do
Mhm,
and bring it back around to your goal. I love that. That's perfect. And then the next part is turning it around, flipping it.
mhm,
Instead, so I
mm.
don't have to do that. Instead, I can, and this is where we get into the domains. I
Right.
get to connect with the right people.
Mhm,
I get to think. I get to learn. I get to create.
mhm,
And then through that desire, things will get done the right way and I will be able to move people forward.
mhm,
So that was me speaking my dominant domain and my secondary domain.
mhm,
And even though the other ones are not that important to me, I can still do that. Like you said, you can
right.
still influence people. I can
Mhm,
still get things done by focusing on thinking, learning, and creating. So,
mhm.
so that will be my focus, and I don't have to worry about those other ones.
Right. They'll sort of happen as an outgrowth
Yeah, yeah.
of us staying in our lane, like you said earlier. And if we worry about, focus on, oh, I need to inspire someone by what I'm doing
Mm-hmm.
today.
Mm-hmm.
I need to make sure things get done exactly the right way. Then it's going to detract from us living in those strengths and feeling the power of them and being effective.
Mm-hmm.
But if
Right.
we focus on connecting and learning, you and I both,
Yep. Yep.
then the other things will happen naturally.
Yes. Yes. Love that. So now this is instead, I get to, we're
Mhm,
focusing on the positive,
mhm,
focusing on what we can do, focusing on our superpowers of the top 10. So now we switch it to instead, I get to, and then we go down the list of each top 10 strength and make a little statement about that, what I can do
mhm.
in, again, around that particular goal.
Right.
And I know this sounds really complicated, but when you see it or go through it once, it's really very easy.
Mhm.
And of course, we'll be happy to help anybody
Right.
with this. Go through this for yourselves. So instead, I get to connect with the right people, think, learn, and create. And like I said, through that desire, things will get done the right way and people will be inspired and move
Mhm.
themselves forward. But I get to collect all kinds of helpful information to share with others. Let me see if I could turn it back around to my goal. Okay.
Yeah.
So I get to collect all kinds of fun laughter activities to share during this
Perfect.
gathering.
Mhm,
I get to believe there is value in this event and
mhm,
have faith that everyone will get what they need from it.
mhm,
I get to have I get to, yeah, be enthusiastically, contagiously enthusiastic. So I get to go to this event and share my enthusiasm and my positivity. I get to find common ground to ensure more energetic partnerships. Okay, that one we might have to talk about because that one
Okay.
is that's a little struggle for me in terms
Mm-hmm.
of verbalizing.
Mm-hmm.
I get to spot small improvements and encourage more. So for the giggle gathering, let's see. So I just get to encourage people is they're taking part in this event. You
Mm-hmm.
know, like maybe say something positive about each person.
Mm-hmm.
I get to be accepting of others and include everyone. Of course, I want everybody to come and
Right.
participate. And I get to continuously learn new things to do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just trying to, again, bring it back around because I really
Right.
like the way you did that. I get to prioritize intellectual exploration. And think deeply. That one, again, is a little tricky for me to bring back around, but I get to meet new people and connect genuinely with them very quickly. Yes, that is true
Yeah.
because you really connect with people when you're laughing with them.
Yeah.
So, and then I'm just going to finish it up and then you can go into yours.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
today, this will bring me energy, joy, productivity, creativity, inspiration, and the knowledge I need to be better than I was yesterday and set myself up for a better tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yay. I love that ending point. Like, that's just so uplifting for me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like, all
So
right.
what were the two that you were hung up on? Intellection, and what was the other
Yeah,
one?
intellection and I get to find common ground to ensure more energetic partnerships. So that was harmony, I believe.
Oh yeah. Right, right.
So I don't really like that sentence.
Mm-hmm.
I would have to change it. Let me make sure I got it. Okay, I get to look for consensus and find common ground. I get to enjoy seeking areas of agreement. Yes, I don't know. Like I do know I get to create a flow
Mm-hmm.
within
There you
the
go.
the 30 minutes. So
Mm-hmm.
to me harmony is flow. So maybe I just need to dismiss those
Yeah.
words
Right,
and
right.
put in my own as you did with the
Mm-hmm.
bossy
Mm-hmm.
and the pushy.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, harmony is I get to create a flow
Yeah.
of the action and the
Perfect.
activities with a starting and a beginning and an end. And I that is very important to me. So I
Mm-hmm.
love when I get the flow just right.
Yeah. That's your harmony at work
Yeah,
and your
yeah.
connectedness, probably.
So in terms of intellection, I
I
don't know. What do I get to do for that?
Well, I think with intellection, the first thought that came to me was maybe more so that's for yourself of knowing the importance of
Mm,
mental health, physical health that
mm.
laughter brings, like diving deeper into the emotional, spiritual, physical benefits of laughter
Oh, I love
to
that.
just remind yourself why you're doing it, because
Hmm.
probably sometimes you're like, oh, I could be doing something else,
Hmm.
or I don't really have time to do this today.
Right.
But it's so important at deeper levels. It's not just we're sitting around telling jokes.
Right,
You
right.
do this for a deep reason because you know
Exactly.
the benefits.
Oh, I love
So
that.
maybe it's not something that necessarily is something you share with your
Hmm.
group, but it's for you
Yeah.
personally.
Oh, yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much for clarifying, helping me clarify that,
Mhm.
both of those. So, what do you got for yours? What do you get to do instead?
Okay, so instead, I get to enjoy learning and improving myself. I get to rest in my faith that cleaning my office will have value for me and others, my connectedness.
Hmm.
I get to organize and figure out how my office can be more productive for me, my arranger. I get
Hmm.
to cultivate and grow my own potential and encourage growth in myself. So for me, that's my developer. I don't use that very often for myself. So I want
Mm.
to encourage myself for any small steps that I take in the
Hmm.
next couple of days of cleaning my office. So giving myself a little pat on the back. My input so that I can know and store all of my useful resources because I have so many.
Yes, and I know what strength that is.
Yes, that's my input.
That's input
Appre
strength, yes.
uh-huh. Appreciate the depth of the value of investing my time in this project.
That's your
That's my
intellection.
intellection.
Yep, yep.
Honor my values of organizing and being able to find resources. So I
Mm,
that's a value of mine. That kind of comes from my arranger and my input of being able to access, arrange, access, have those
mm,
resources at my fingertips, but that's
mhm.
actually my responsibility strength.
Oh,
So
wow.
so that I'm honoring something that's a value for me, a deep value
Mm,
for me. Make an effort to include and value myself and my space.
mm,
So valuing, appreciating me and the space around me. So just that's includer. So
oh,
that
that's how you did your includer.
yeah,
Wow. I
that's why
like
and it just
that.
kind of like flowed out of me with all of this. And then number 9, looking for common ground with myself,
Mm,
honoring my desire for a neat and accessible space. So
mm,
that's my harmony.
Okay, got that. Oh, I love how this all came out of you.
Yeah, I do too. It was like not me. And last but not least, putting my thoughts into words. I had to kind of think about this for a little while. Perhaps I might create a video of some pieces of this to share on my channel, and just kind of talk about my strengths. So that's my communication, like
Mm,
wanting to be able to talk about, share what I'm doing. So
Oh, that is
today,
just beautiful.
this will and already did bring me energy, joy, productivity. I love that.
Hmm.
Creativity, inspiration, and the knowledge that I need to be better, the knowledge that I need to be better than I was yesterday and set myself up to be better tomorrow.
Yeah, that you did a way better job than I did.
Now, you're not allowed to compare.
That is true. No comparing. I can let that go.
That's right.
I don't have to compare myself to others. I already stated that earlier.
Right. But I appreciate you sharing this with me, and I may work this into my coaching with people, like just send out to them and say, "Hey, take 10 or 20 minutes and journal this."
Mm-hmm.
And it'd be really interesting to see what they do with it.
Yeah,
Let me know how it turns out.
yeah, I'm going to use this again for myself. And this is not something you need to do. I mean, you can do it every day. We're calling
Yeah.
it the daily action plan,
Yeah.
and it will get easier as you
Hmm.
go, along. Like I said, it was a little clunky here for me, so you could see it was not a smooth process for me. Mine was more generic, and yours was more specific
Uh-huh.
to your particular goal.
And
Um,
there's value to doing it both ways.
hmm So even if you have the generic version, it would be very easy just to read it, you
Hmm.
know, easily. It would take you 2 minutes actually, once you
So
plugged
in
in your.
in order to get the cheat sheets of the I don't have to and I get to, you will have to contact us personally.
Yes, for sure, for
We're not
sure.
going to just put that out there on the internet.
Right, right.
Just would
I
not be
love that.
responsible.
Yeah. So that is something that we would be happy to share. Again, as you said, if people want more information about it,
Hmm.
definitely let us know.
Hmm.
Because we just love helping people
Hmm.
use these superpowers to leverage them in their daily lives.
Right.
You're using them all the time, every day. Why not
You are.
leverage
Yeah.
them
Yeah.
in a bigger way? So, yeah, so this was a really interesting document that I just happened to stumble
Mhm.
upon, and I'm going to
Just
keep it.
just happened.
This happened. Our connectedness is saying, oh no,
Oh,
this was
no
something you were
coincidences.
supposed, yeah, this is something you were supposed to find. And
Yep,
I'm
for
going to
sure.
personally use it, at least a couple times a week, maybe once a week, just to kind of go through it again because I really feel empowered. I love that last paragraph.
Mhm.
I love, it's helping me become a better version of myself,
Right.
setting me up to be better tomorrow. Why don't we want that? Of course, we
Yeah,
want to be better
yeah,
people.
absolutely.
And this is just a tool to help us get there and improve and
Mhm.
again, use those superpowers that are already our gifts. So just,
Mhm.
oh, I love this. So
Mhm.
thank you so much
Yeah,
for
thank
sharing
you.
yours. This has been great fun.
Mhm.
If anybody else listening, like you said, Linda, is interested
Yeah.
in digging more into this, you do want to take that Gallup assessment.
Mhm.
So once you
Right,
have
you need to
that,
have that
that's
first. Make sure you do the full 34.
yes, thank
It's
you.
worth the investment,
Yes,
and you won't know your bottom strengths, and you won't know,
right.
you only know 5, your
Yeah.
top 5.
Yeah, but it's
And
way better to know all 34 so we
mhm,
can help you see
mhm,
that, oh, okay, you don't have to think about the past. You don't have to compare yourself to others. Just let that
right,
go. And
right.
that can be a real relief and a release for people.
Mhm,
Like, oh, yes, thank goodness.
mhm,
So once you get those reports, you'll get a whole bunch of them from Gallup. We just need one specific report with the
mhm,
page of, and you guys have seen it if you've seen our other videos.
mhm,
You see what the report looks like. They're all 34 on there, and then we can really go to town and
mhm.
help in lots of different ways. So
So much rich information.
yes, yes, and we just keep learning more. There's many levels, many nuances. It's just, yeah, like you said, the richness is really spectacular when you really dig in.
Mhm.
So thank you so much, Linda. It's
Thank
always
you.
fun.
It
Thank you
is
to
fun.
thank you to everybody who's listening in. We appreciate you
You. Yeah.
taking some interest, and we really encourage you to take the assessment yourself. We don't get anything from Gallup to
Right.
say that, but that is our tool that we use as our
Yeah.
starting point. Get
Mhm.
the results to us. If you want us to go over it
Mhm.
live here, we could do that. You can join us and jump on, and we will share right in real time what
Mhm.
we're seeing on your report. And then if you want to go further, that could be something we could talk about too.
Mhm.
So we should be here next week,
Same
same
and I.
time-ish, with some more interesting things and cool things to talk about in
Mm.
terms of our superpowers. So
Yeah.
thank you, everybody.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Bye,
Linda.
everyone.
And we'll see you next time.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.